Hello, you've reached Hacked Games. My name is Jeremy, and this is episode 12 of our Reformed Fiend playthrough of Pathfinder. Last episode, we defended Defender's Heart from an assault by cultists. We talked to some people in there, and that pretty much ran us out of time. This episode, we have made our way over to Market Square, and because the defense of Defender's Heart is complete, there should be some other monsters here to fight that weren't here previously. So we're going to kind of wander around and see if we can't find them and clear them out. And I guess it looks like we didn't do the Starward Gaze quest either, so we'll do that here as well. Then we'll also adventure into the points that we have not yet seen in Market Square. So all he said right there was he saw the shawl that we had wrapped around our arm, and he noticed that we knew Aranka. Adept Thal of the Temple of Desna, you are under arrest on suspicion of treason and aiding demons. You have 1 minute to come quietly, drag your feet, and we'll count that as an attempt to resist justice. And here's the traitor who almost corrupted the Wardstone with his magic. You didn't think that the disorder and demonic presence in this city would distract us from pursuing traitors, did you? The youth's eyes go wide and he says nothing. So we're going to say demons are running amok all over Canabris. Now is not the time for settling scores. On the contrary, now is the perfect time to catch the demons' accomplices while they're overconfident and letting their mistakes slip. Now we'll choose the good option. You are torturing this poor boy for nothing. I can't stand for this. You bear the gift of heaven, and you're taking the side of this delinquent and conspirator? And this one requires the angel mythic path. We will reveal the light of heaven. Heaven knows not only righteous anger, but mercy as well. I do not know why you are standing in the way of justice, but I do not wish to start a spat between the goddess's righteous warriors in this hour of peril. Let this Desna riffraff go wherever he likes, just as long as it's out of my sight. When we liberate the city from the demons, I will see to it that every one of Ramian's runs, and everyone like him, will be driven out of Canabris. Come, faithful. We have no further business here. This is just blatantly unfair. We tried to protect the city from demons, and instead of helping us, we got hunted by the Inquisitors. Prelate Holoran will be the death of us all, and there's nothing we can do about it. Anyway, thank you. I'd have been done for without you. I'm going to say you brought it on yourselves. You deliberately incurred the wrath of the Inquisitors. I got a little confused about what was right and what wasn't. Our stunt with the Wardstone, I mean, it's my burden to bear. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to the Temple of Desna. I want to be alone with the goddess and reflect on all that's happened. And he's off. We're going to head up this way. I think there's some horses.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
I'm not overly concerned about the horses. I guess I'll just let people go, do what they're going to do. Oh, he got us with a plague, though. That's annoying. That's fine, it's not a big deal. We'll always be in the party, so us getting plagued doesn't matter as much as someone who we plan to kick out. I didn't do any buffs here. Let's do that now. Next, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, okay.
Don't mind me.
This is a mess. So these are my Eldritch Scoundrels, and these are my... okay. These are also Eldritch Scoundrels. I'm going to put these over here. These I'm just going to throw off. What other one? Well, we got grease. We need grease down here. Alright, we'll do that. We're probably not casting Mage Armor while we're in combat, so we don't really need it on a bar that I actually use.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Hers is good.
Restless. Are we ready to move out? I wonder
Actually,
why.
I would really like you to have these two things down here.
We'll make things right.
That's 15
Meditate
minutes.
on your mistakes. It might make you feel better.
Why do I have that there? Kind of good. I don't actually. I'm not ever going to cast that instead of this. So we'll leave this for this.
The road awaits.
I will help where I can.
And I really didn't mean for that person to go off running. But I guess it's fine. We kind of have essentially two challenge evils now. Or I guess one just challenge and one challenge evil. There are some swarms up here. Elephant, go get them.
I will fight.
Oh, I want the elephant to move. Up here, oh please. I also don't want... Come on. So if you don't stand in these, they can't actually do anything to you, but... On Real Time with Pause, it's a little difficult to not stand in them.
Attack!
On turn-based, it's really easy. Like, you can't take damage from swarms unless you physically let them damage you. Where's the dog now? Is everybody on hold, or what's going on here? I guess everybody, I just kind of switch it so everybody's in range.
Aim carefully.
Where's Sela, what are you doing?
The light take you!
Let's get the dog. Oh, the elephant did get filth fever. We're gonna go, I guess we'll make our way up to the Temple of Desna and kill, there's a babao kind of behind a house up near the temple. We'll go clear that out before we get the rock summoned. I can't remember. No, there's nothing here, I guess. Hi, Halloran. This is where the rock will come down.
No time for debates.
Oh, I didn't know there was Dretches up here. We need to get on this Burmlek right away. There we go. Free sword.
You're a good person.
We
I
should
like
prepare.
you.
I didn't drink all. So our mutagen here actually lasts for 20 minutes.
Follow my steps.
Embers will last for 10 minutes, but that's 10 minutes of real time. So it is quite a bit of time for us to run around with the buff on.
Surrender or else.
More swarms. Oh, didn't get out of there in time, buddy. You're running the wrong direction, that's why. Where's cleave? Let's just cleave on this one right here real quick. Oh, 5 seconds? No, let's get on. See you later.
Into the fray!
I'm not real concerned about the pets. The pets can kind of hang and do whatever. Where's our cleave again? It's here. The one thing about cleave is you don't want to cleave the closest thing to you, because then you won't be in range of the other things. So you do kind of want to go out of your way to cleave further away things. There, that should be everything. I don't know why Sela was running down there. We're not really too beat up. We'll heal after we get up here, though. Because then we're going to head this direction. There's some more demons over there. But we're going in the church here first. Well... Alright, let's talk to Ramaka. If it isn't our rescuer, it's good that you've come. Sit with us. Stopping for a minute won't hurt. I'll gladly sit with you. You do have to select this one if you want to unlock Azada. We decided to give you a gift. A special gift. One that we would never share with anyone except for the person who risked her life for ours. Who didn't just take a stand against evil, but against injustice under the guise of law. Our gift is a song. We call it Starward Gaze, and it came to us from the true servants of Desna, from her domain in Elysium. This song can gift a soul with renewed vitality. Just listen. Do I get a gift? Can I swap my song for something else? Say, cash, or even a snack of some kind? There's a Raka singing. So, we'll sing along with her. You also have to sing along with her to unlock the Asana. When the music stops, we find ourselves in a place that looks nothing like the ruins of Canabras. It all happens in the space of a blink. We close our eyes on one world and reopen them on another one entirely. A delicate twilight envelops the new world, with streaks of moonlight breaking through the gloom. We are standing in a shallow stream of murmuring water, deep in a forest. There is no one else around. Garlands of unfamiliar climbing plants twine along the trunks of gigantic trees, and dangling from their branches are vines, woven into what look remarkably like swings. A carpet of fragrant grasses spread out at the tree's roots, with islands of phosphorescent moss and lichen dotted up here and there. Small, smooth stones with a strange mirrored surface are scattered around the stream bed in which we are standing. The stones catch the light shining down from the heavens, making them gleam silver, and making the ordinary little brook look like a stream of darkness, carrying a sprinkling of stars through the night. We are sure that we have never seen this place before, and yet it seems very familiar. It is the manifestation not of dreams or fantasies, but of that special way of looking at the world that only children possess. When a glint of light reflected off a piece of glass becomes a fallen star, when an oddly shaped stone can be a remarkable artifact, and when every shadow or twisting in your path promises mystery or incredible adventure. A single glance into the forest stream brings this feeling rushing back. We're going to unhurriedly make our way along the stream bed, taking in the surroundings. The whimsically twisting stream runs through the silent forest, and we unhurriedly stroll along it. This place evokes a strange feeling of, not calm, no, in fact quite the opposite. A feeling of restlessness and anticipation of incredible discoveries or unexpected encounters. Or, then again, perhaps it's not the place at all, but the eternal hunger, the craving for new experiences, which dwells within many mortal hearts. Speculation aside, just as we round the next bend, an unexpected encounter does indeed take place. They come closer, not attempting to hide, stepping lightly on the mossy carpet. leaping from branch to branch, or flitting through the air. The creatures are thoroughly bizarre, as though they were deliberately conceived to try the sanity of every taxonomist on the planet. One has the fluttering wings of a butterfly on its back, another has the tails of a dozen different animals, while a third boasts tresses of streaming water, hooves instead of feet, and springy clover glowing all over its skin. "We have a visitor!" exclaims one of the strange creatures, and it immediately runs along the stream, sending up moonlight shivered splashes with every step. "Where am I?" "Don't you know where you are?" asks the creature in amazement. There are plains of breathtaking beauty and plains of astonishing wonder, but only Elysium is woven from the craving for beauty, from the belief in wonders. That is where you are, in the most peaceful, most wonderful corner of the plain of boundless freedom. "Who are you guys?" "We are Azadas, the children of freedom," says one of the creatures, carelessly swinging from the branches of a tree. "This forest is our home, for today. Tomorrow our home could be a lake 100 leagues to the south, or an underground cave in the azure ocean, or a castle of clouds that scatters in the dawn breeze. How did I get here?" "We don't know how you came to be here," says the creature with a dozen tails, smiling. "Mortals rarely come to Elysium during their lifetime, but here you are, which means that something must have brought you, something in your soul. If your soul did not harbor even the slightest spark of freedom, yearning, and compassion, you never would have found your way here. Now that you know the answers, tell us, what do you want?" I'm going to say I have to go back. They need me there. The creature with butterfly wings, who has hitherto remained silent, gives the visitor a serious look and nods to itself. "I smell the burning blood and tears of the place you have come from. It clings to you. It is right that you don't wish to turn your back on the suffering of those you left behind. None of us children of Elysium would do such a thing. Go back. Be a bulwark against evil and strife. Your path is true. But would you like to take something from this place as a memento?" The question hangs in the air, and though the words that Hack utters next are merely words, not a spell nor a military command, they seem to have equal bearing on destiny and life. And this one will unlock the path. We're going to do this even though we're not going to go down this path. Yeah, I really want to. The Azadas draw closer. Take this memory with you. Take this light. Take the knowledge that any pebble struck by a moonbeam can be equal to any star. Take the understanding that you cannot fight evil with clever plans until you have conquered evil within your soul, and your soul cannot be cleansed of evil if it is not free. Take our song. Remember it, and it may help you, but only when you are true to that which brought you beneath this sky. What just happened? For a second you were surrounded by light and weird music, like the music of Elysium itself. I had a vision. I was in Elysium and the Azadas spoke to me. I swear it's a sign that Desna herself has turned her gaze on you. You helped us and protected Wallflower from the Inquisitors, even though it wasn't your responsibility. The gods couldn't fail to acknowledge such a noble soul. We might be getting ahead of ourselves here. There are many powerful entities in Elysium besides Desna, but of course, there must be a reason for it. I am so glad we met you, friend. And not just because I'd be being tortured by the Inquisitors right now if we hadn't, but also because you helped me overcome my doubts. We will always remember you, no matter what. And that one is done. I think that's probably it for the conversations that we have in this area. So the rest of this should just be combat, and more combat. I need to probably drop some heals on these
Something
guys.
wrong?
This war must end.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Alright, Ember. Go to town. We'll heal anyone who's, around 75% or lower with this right here. We probably want one more for him.
Are we in trouble yet?
But we'll see if
I
we
shall
can't
not
grab
fail.
it from someone who... no, we'll use this. I'm just going to take these off the bar for now. Oh, those are real weak heals. There we go.
Let's head out.
Leon, how about
all
you
ears.
shoot one of these guys?
Be careful, everyone.
Did you see that?
I think that's everybody. So now I believe our way is clear to the bow back here. Do I have... Oh no, I switched Camellia out for Woljeff. I do
Oh,
not
me?
have Bramble armor. That's fine. I mean, it'd be nice to have it, but it's not necessary.
They will break against our resolve.
Ooh, he got him good. That's the only real sneak attack he's gonna get, though. I also don't have protective rock or anything. Oh, he actually killed him. That I didn't want to happen. I didn't care if he fell down, but... We don't have a... We'll swap our... Okay, the dog's up there. Now I actually have to rest to get him back, so we're going to have the dog do some tanking for a while.
Can't hide from me.
You are my favorite aid.
Okay, I did not. And that's everything to grab up in this corner. I guess I did miss something over here. Probably some booze or something. Food stuff. So I was going to go get the Vrock next, but I think we'll do the Necromancer here now. We'll wait on the Vrock until we can bring our elephant back to life
Let us
from a quick rest. Let's see. Actually, we'll go down here.
Sut is restless. I wonder why.
We're gonna need to heal us up for this, though.
Trust in yourself.
Our duty calls.
Magritium Turinos. A bright future awaits us.
Let us bide our time.
And
You're
let's
a
see,
good
I guess
person. I like
we're
you.
actually down to her,
Access. Yes.
for who I want to cast heals from.
Access. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's it. We'll maybe make somebody giant down here so we can do damage a little bit quicker. Because the thing we are
Something
about
here.
to fight is pretty nasty as far as level drain goes anyways.
This is my kind of work.
Rely on
We should
me.
leave.
Always be ready.
I'm missing
He's
Camellia.
right. Huh?
Do I even have...
I don't
Yes,
steal.
what?
I encourage
Oh, Woljeff
people to
has
save
it.
the
Okay.
poor, helpless tieflings around the world. Starting with me.
We're gonna have both of these guys actually be giant.
the light. They are
Okay,
the
is he on the
darkness.
dog? He is on the dog, which is great. That's exactly where we want him.
Forwards.
Actually, we'll do haste here. Yeah, that sounds good. Why are we not swinging?
A solid plan.
Now, let's make sure the dog's not dead. Okay. Oh, they did just add this in the newest patch, so when... Actually, these look different to me as well. But, when you can learn a scroll, they added this little feather to it, and they did some... Actually, I think the coloration, the green coloration on top of the whole scroll, I believe is from one of the mods. I think that's from Toybox. But the feather here is in the normal interface. And I guess I just use Toybox for kind of testing out things with builds that I would really like to do.
Well, this didn't go well.
I guess we didn't.
Tread lightly.
Oh, we lost all our buffs and stuff. I do want to reload that. I would rather get some more use out of our buffs than have land fail. What was the roll on that anyways? I think it's the roll of 7.
Forget it.
And he failed again.
Forget it.
He failed again.
Forget
He
it.
failed again.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
You are, Lan. Thank you for finally popping that open for us.
Pretty good, aren't I?
And we got a longbow. We'll take a look. I'm sure somebody needs a magic longbow. We seem a little bit overloaded with, I mean, I guess not for those tight quarters, because we apparently weren't in range for a little while for us to hit that shade, but we do seem to be a little bit overloaded with
I'm
range
gone.
currently. So he's got a short bow. She just has a regular longbow. So here, you get the wicked longbow, Ember. Which will be good because the, I guess some of the monsters up here that we're gonna tussle with are immune to normal weapons. So you have to have magic weapons. Our dog is gonna be needing some healing here.
Trust in yourself.
Take care of that, Ember.
Access. Yes.
Esmo.
Access. Yes. Esmo. Access. Yes.
Alright. And I guess I should probably try to get rid of this. Here's my
No
religion
reason to
list.
pause.
She's got 9. It looks like Sela. Sela, try to dispel this for me. There we go. I was thinking that I would wait till the end of the day, but I just remembered that it only takes 1 off, so even if he gets tagged with more, we're not going to be able to pull more off
Do not fear.
anyways.
Do not waver.
Some ghouls. I want to cleave here. Actually, let's just auto cleave for this fight. And so we actually want to be in here, because then I can cleave onto these guys, whereas if I'm hitting him, I actually don't cleave onto anybody.
Sorry, I have to do this.
The kind of fun thing about that is if you, since we do have improved cleave now as well, right? Or cleaving finish. Go to class. Yes. The fun thing about that is if you cleave onto, so your cleave target you don't kill, but your other target you do kill, you can cleaving finish back onto your original target and essentially hit him twice in the same attack. Really didn't take any damage there. What are we looking at here? We'll try. Oh, I should have done...
This is my kind of work.
I guess not. I was just going to say I should have done one of the lockpicks, but...
Follow my steps.
Looks like we didn't need her. Alright, dog, you going in here first.
Can we retreat already?
No, that's fine. We'll do cleaves again here. There he is. Emio, you get him. I want you to go after him.
Aim carefully.
I think that's it, actually. He's almost dead, so... The zombies really don't do anything. I don't really care about them at all. Oh, he got our dog. That's too bad. So our dog lost, I think it was 6 actually, strength there. Yeah. Nope, dog, not you. Oh, he succeeded anyways. That's pretty sweet. Forgot I had him selected there. Here's our first throwing axe. If you have Wendu in your party, probably excited to see one of those.
Let's head out.
They are the only weapon, or the only thrown weapon, I guess that's considered light. So they're definitely the way to go if you're going to do real throwing weapons. Oh. Dog, you go up here.
You can handle them, right?
Yeah, that's fine. We're going to clear this way first, and then we'll come back for those zombies that are across
Yet another
the way now.
obstacle.
Oh. What do we got? Oh, there might be swarms and
I
demons
shall
down
not
here, I
fail.
guess. Let's, man, where you
Are
at?
we in trouble yet?
I refuse to accept their statement.
Oh, no, the demons are gone. So just swarms. You can see the marching terror there kind of made that fight really trivial because it scared all the rats away. We could just run after him and kill him. Alright, another athletics check. See if Land can roll a little better here. Revel. Oh, or reveal, O dearest darling beauty mine. Why didst thou turn thy gaze on me, pray tell? Thy husband I called a friend at time, but love, 'tis like an ocean, friendship a well. But Willis, how are we to live, my sweet? Pass me the ale, will ya? So what do we need? We need not a 1. And we succeed on this. We made it! Look, the door is open, and now we're completely at the mercy of whatever's up there. If it really is a demon. We have nothing to fear. We have the power of inspiration, after all. But hand me over my ladle and the rolling pin. Now look, it's not a demon at all. Greetings, kind friend and rescuer. I am Grandma Gretlin, theater director, and these are the members of my company. Granny, that's not a ladle. That's one of the props for Malevolent Lick performance. The one Tina made. It's a scepter or something. She made it out of my ladle. She wanted to use a broom handle, but I paid to that daft idea. Oh, I've seen your show. You were very funny. Especially your play where the woman slowly climbs on the chair while singing and then falls off again. Well, it is actually a great tragedy about unrequited love. The chair, you see, it represents a tower of rock rising up above the raging sea, like the finger of a giant. And the woman, she isn't supposed to fall, but rather gracefully cascade into the swirling abyss below, just like I showed her 100 times. But I'm glad you liked it. What were you doing down there? We were rehearsing. Our art distracts us from our fear and panic. Really? When I'm scared, I eat. We tried that too, but our supplies ran out. But art. Oh, art is eternal. Can you get somewhere safe? Oh, don't worry on our account. We'll be going to our basement in the next street. That's where Lambkin is. We're not afraid of demons with Lambkin around. Lambkin? Lambkin. Our male lead. He'll protect us. Don't worry. We know what we're doing. Alright, well, I have to go. Thank you again for rescuing us, stranger. Today you did a great service for Mendevian culture, and perhaps the culture of all of Valerian. You will certainly be remembered in future eras as the one who saved the critically and publicly acclaimed Next Door Theater. And they're off! Alright, let's see. We're going to use some spells on this next one because there's a bunch of those shades that steal strength. And I think there's a good chance that our dog is going to die in this one, just from strength damage. I don't think he's low on... Yeah, he's fine HP-wise. But, in he goes!
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
Let's see. Ember, I'm going to have you come over here. I am going to cast haste on us here. Just to get this cleared out quick. We're probably going to have to sleep before we go look at the Necromancer. But we'll come over here and see what we can kill without sleeping first, I think. Alright, usually there are some shades that come down here, but... Oh, there they are. They got 5 strength from us. Well, no one's dead. Yeah, we'll go fight the, these guys down here. What else do we have for buffs?
Where else would I be?
This war, I'm ready to move out.
I'm gonna get haste back here.
You're a good person. I like you.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw a shield on. Land, use your hurricane bow here. We're gonna use rage as well. I'm just gonna make sure
I will
we
help
don't get
where I
hit any
can.
further. And she should use this just to give us all a little extra damage while we're hitting people.
We should prepare.
Always be ready for the
Anything
worst.
else to cast here?
Huh? Oh, yes, what?
Let's actually do displacement. Well, actually, let's do the extendo rod with displacement on the dog. And then haste will be the next spell we cast. I'm going to turn it off because we're going to cast a pit too, but I don't really want it to be on the pit. Oh, that's the necromancer.
I'll cheer you on from over there.
So this one, I guess we talked a little bit about this last time. If I had Camellia with, we could have delayed poison on everybody, making us immune, and we could drop a stinky cloud down here. It's not going to affect the zombies, but it would affect all of these guys and essentially make them useless for this whole fight. Let's see. We'll just throw a Sense Vitals on yourself. Doggy, go right after the Necromancer. Menio. Let's do some more haste. Oh, but use this for your haste. I'm just gonna have Ember shoot, I guess. And the fight's almost over now. I don't think I am going to use a pit now that I mean, all of the zombies are almost dead. I'm going to have us go direct for the Necromancer here as well.
Can't hide from me.
That's the Necromancer down. I think one of the guys ran back here. I actually don't even need Rage on anymore. We'll call it good here. Sela, did you knock him off the side of the cliff? How are we supposed to loot him? I think technically we can loot him when we try to leave the area. But yeah, he's kind of right in the middle of the pit there.
I'm gone.
I should have thrown displacement on before I went and fought that Shadow Monster too. He doesn't have True Seeing, so it is pretty effective against him. So now let's go. Well, I guess we'll go here. I'm not sure if anything new is created here, but obviously there are some new things down here. And this is actually the last area, so we'll go out after we clear whatever we can clear without sleeping. We'll pop outside, sleep. Actually, we'll pop outside and probably bring the rest of the loot back to Defender's Heart and sell it. And then we'll come back, and the Navasu should be up in the area where we just killed the Necromancer. We'll grab the Vrock, and whatever else that we don't do down here, we'll kill at that time. It does kind of feel like we're maybe a little bit over leveled for this right now, because obviously we're not doing much tactically and we're just slaughtering everybody, but that's okay. I mean, we have a lot of martial characters, so there's a lot less interaction, and especially I guess interaction that needs to be done in the middle of rounds. Unlike like Camellia, the shaman, now that she's got Fortune and Cackle, the other thing that we'd be looking for her would be Protective Luck. Really, that combination is extremely strong if you're playing in turn-based mode, but because you have to do multiple things in any given round, it's much less viable in a real-time pause, even on the pause at the end of every turn. I've been trying to make it work a little bit, and it's too much micromanagement for not enough benefit, I guess.
We will win this war.
I'm gonna throw another heal on him real quick.
Soot is restless. I wonder why.
Yes.
All right, Puccini,
Did we step on their toes as well?
Yes, Lan, we did. So there are a couple. Let's see, Cleric. This one is the
Solid
one
plan.
I want to get on. He doesn't have Burning Arc, is the one I was trying to think of there. He doesn't have Burning Arc, but in the next row of people, there is someone that has Burning Arc. And Burning Arc can do a decent amount of damage to you. Again, this group, again, you could instantly kill them essentially with a Stinking Cloud. Same thing with the next group, because the next group also has a Conjurer who tries to make himself invisible and summon a ton of things. If you drop a Stinking Cloud in his area, he obviously can't do that. And off we go. Don't run away so far. Well, now we lost his loot too. That was our fault though. We're the one that knocked him in that time. So, I do have the dog on auto cleave. We're only level 5 though. I don't think he has... No, he's only got 3 base attack bonus. So, if he, or when he gets up to 6 base attack bonus, he'll gain an extra attack. And then we wouldn't want him on auto cleave anymore. Even though it's kind of a trade-off, I guess it's, hit 2 people if they're next to each other or have 2 attacks. Obviously, the auto cleave would be bad on single enemies, and the bite would be much better at that point. But the auto cleave does give us a negative for.
You are my favorite aide.
Oh, don't come much closer. A negative for armor class, but I just don't really care that much about that. For this difficulty level, if you're playing on unfair, you're not going to want to do that. You will want to make sure that you're gaining all the advantages you can.
Yes.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Did I get the... Oh, I did. So I got both the Conjurer and the Evoker in the middle of the pit. Hopefully they'll fall down the pit. He's falling in the pit. Can I see? Oh no, I can't see if they made their saves or not. So it looks like we'll all go after the Sure here.
Attack!
Oh, I'm on the... Oh, he didn't fall in the pit. I'm gonna get railed here too, because this guy's on us. Is the dog down? Oh, the dog is down. The dog got hit by the Burning Arc, unfortunately. Lan, why don't you go shoot him? And Sela, we're gonna have you switch to Sword and Board. Let's see. Remember, shake his bones. Nenio. Go ahead and give a Burning Arc of your own. where you at? Kill this guy
Aim
real
carefully.
quick. We're gonna give him a lay on hands. Well, just do you have anything you can do? No, not really. Looks like we're dodging fairly decently. I think we'll let him go here. Oh, he did get us for 19 there, though. Alright, come back here. Zila, you stand about there. Oh. I failed there. Alright, who else has heals? Ember's got one for you. Bolgift, you don't have heals either, huh? That was silly of me. So we can use those. She doesn't... I mean... let's just use another land hands here. And then, actually... Nania, let's get rid of this pit. So what do we have? The Evoker and the Conjurer. The Conjurer is turning invisible right now. That won't be a big deal because we'll be up there in just a second. I think we'll do some magic missiles on him, though. Oh, he failed. He failed and lost his invisibility. Or lost his spell, so he's recasting now. That was an odd kind of route that he took there around the side. Alright, the dog is back. I don't think there's anything down here. No. Just a pile of bodies with a variety of wounds. One with burns. Maybe we should go back? This place isn't for us. It's too open. The enemy could come from anywhere. And the air is weird. Why does it keep moving so fast? No, not one step back. This is our test. Don't look at anything but the target. So you made it. Good to see you all. How's old Soul doing? Still waiting and thinking? Well, don't worry. He'll make up his mind soon. You won't be hanging around underground for much longer. Oh, mongrels. I have so many questions for you. Which tastes better, cave slugs or cave rats? Or perhaps beetles? How often do you wash yourselves? Where do you go to relieve yourselves? Alright, I'll answer all the questions about mongrels. Give it a rest. Just keep your distance from these guys. You're scaring them. What are you guys doing here? It's you. It's thanks to you that we made it to the surface to fight the demons. The shield maze fell, but Sol slowed everyone down. He's an old man, he's afraid of everything. But we can't sit in the dark like root vegetables while big things are happening up above. We tried to follow you through the shield maze. We emerged into some kind of fortress, but there were too many demons there. Then we dug out another passage into the city. It took days, but we did it. We're ready to fight. Well, you've made it out now, so do whatever you need to do. The young ones are holding up well, but will they be able to fight out in the open? Even I struggle with that. I hope we did the right thing. I'm going to trust your decision, even though it doesn't come easy to me. I'm used to relying on myself and my own judgment. But there's something about you that tells me you can be trusted. Sometimes even I don't know what I'm doing. Well, you sure don't act like it. Your intuition is strong, I know that much for sure. Your decisions are working out, so you're doing something right. We are the Crusaders of the Underground. We will fight like our forebears did. And off they go.
Follow my steps.
So, let's grab some stuff and head back for Defender's Heart here. We're no longer kind of under any sort of a time crunch at this point. Everything that, has happened, or everything that was going to happen has already happened. So it is, unless there's, I guess, there's one achievement that requires you to only sleep so many times, but we're not trying to get that. So at this point, the efficiency for resting is not something we care about as much anymore. I guess until we get out of Act 1, I don't know if there's kind of... again, I know there's some kind of secret ending where there is a specific time where you have to finish the game by in order to get the secret ending. I don't know on what timeline that is. So there's some kind of, timing that you need to be aware of at least, if you're trying to get that. For us, we're just going to get the ending we get, and that's what we're going to deal with. I'm not aiming for any kind of specific or special ending. Alright, Gemmel. You are my favorite man to sell junk to. Take all that stuff. They'll run... Well, actually, I will do the inventory in between episodes. I guess to finish this one up here, we'll try to get through the remainder of Land's conversation, and then we'll probably call this episode complete. Land... Oh, actually, did we finish all these ones? We did not. This one we finished, though. Mongrels have short lifespans, but you don't look like you're getting old or dying. How old are you? I'm as old as I look. No surprises there. But remember Sul? He's only 10 years older than me. I remember him back when he was a fearless warrior, and day by day, I watched him turn into an old man. Amen, my father. It happens very quickly. First you miss a shot because you don't see the target as clearly as you used to. You think it's because your eyes are tired. You tell yourself it'll get better tomorrow. Then you notice you're having trouble breathing, that climbing is harder than before. Your fingers stop bending. You have to tie your sword to your hand. You can't even put on your greaves without help. When you're washing your face in a stream, sometimes you catch sight of a gray-haired, wrinkled old man you don't recognize. And this goes on until one day, you come across a cave beast and you realize you can't outrun it. My dad kept diaries, marking all the signs, and I saw it too. The last year, I had to help him get out of bed, help him dress, remind him to eat. Sometimes he forgot my name. I told him that we should have stayed on the surface, and he joked that dodging a goddess was behavior unworthy of a crusader. He meant for asthma. Every morning I wake up and check how I feel, but there are no signs yet. Even so, I know I don't have much time. I need to do something useful before I forget why I came here. So, can you wear a hat with your one horn? Sure I can, but certain designs don't suit me too well. I want to talk about Windwog. Are you sure? Alright. Tell me about your connection to Windwog. My connection to Windwog? I mean, where do I start? We grew up together, trained together. She was the chief's daughter. She was groomed to be the best all her life, and then I came along. We were rivals, but we dragged each other out of tight spots too. I've always been drawn to grand, heroic gestures, sometimes idiotic ones, whereas Wendu liked to roam unexplored passages, finding new caves and making maps. She wanted to be a great huntress, the one who'd make it through the shield maze, but instead, It'd be better if she died. The death of a friend is painful, but watching a friend become a shadow of their former self is unbearable. She doesn't think she's a shadow of her former self. She thinks she did everything right, because the second she starts to doubt herself, she'll have to face the truth. To admit that she's just a cannibal and that demons use as they wish. She wants to get stronger and stronger, but for what? I'll never understand what drives her. Were you just friends, or were you more than that? Wow, you really don't pull your punches, do you? There was a time when I asked myself the same question. Windwag knew me better than anyone. She understood me better than anyone. She was my first woman, but we never loved each other. Maybe I could have grown to love her, but it always seemed like she never understood what love was. Maybe she just wasn't capable of those kinds of feelings. Thanks, I found out everything I wanted to know. If you ever want to reopen any more of my old wounds, you know where to find me. Let's see. You said you were prepared to risk your life to do something meaningful. What exactly did you mean? To invent a new salad and have it named after me. Truth be told, I don't know. It would be much easier if all I really wanted was to kill demons. Then a few more demons. Then more demons after that. Good, honest rage and no needless brooding. I think I actually envy the warriors who can live like that. But I can't. If life's taught me anything, it's that there are no easy choices. Dying a glorious death isn't enough. Some heroes of the Crusades did that and also saved entire settlements, erected the ward stones. Their actions kept the lands of Mendev safe for decades. That's what I want. For my dumb, short life to have meant something. You think I have an exaggerated opinion of myself? Some scaly freak crawls out of the caves and wants to take control of the ward stones and flaunt Iomede's banner. Any fool can charge at the front lines of the demonic armies and die there. But what good will that do? I want something meaningful, you know? Even if I have to pay the highest price. Especially if I have to pay it. There are plenty of worthier people who need to survive this war and tell everyone else what nutcases we were. What do you think of life on the surface? It must be very different from life underground. Of course. As far as living conditions, the surface is definitely a better place to be. It's easier to get good food and water, not to mention build a house, and even grow a few things. In older, well-established settlements, you don't have to deal with anything scarier than rats, or maybe foxes stealing chickens. As for the kind of lives you have, I heard a story about demon worshippers adopting a whole family and sacrificing them one by one, while the others watched. But there were some brave Crusader knights nearby, and they killed the villains and saved everyone. And I heard another story. A young blacksmith lost his arm in a fire, couldn't work to feed his wife and baby. They tried their best and lived from hand to mouth, but they were still destitute. In the end, the desperate blacksmith robbed a traveler one night on the road. But there were some brave Crusader knights nearby, and they caught the robber and threw him in prison. Not long after, his wife smothered their baby and hanged herself. Up here, the same person can proudly say that he's protecting the innocent from demons, and then look the other way while the same innocent starves, just because they were born into a poor family. Queen Galfrey prolongs her life with sun orchid elixirs that cost enough to feed an entire city. Back in our caves, everyone is equally poor, and if one person starves, the whole tribe starves. We don't abandon our own in times of trouble. That's the power of a tribe. The laws of the surface are made so that some get everything and others get nothing. I might just be a naive fool from the caves, but I don't understand how it's possible to have so much more and share so much less. Anyway, look who I'm talking to. You must know life on the surface better than I do. I'll select the good option. Actually, I'm going to select the lawful option. We're in a struggle for our very survival against the Abyss. This is no time to upend society in quest for fairness. So you think if the world wound hadn't happened, the surface would have already changed for the better? I'm not so sure. I'm not even sure my kinfolk wouldn't find their way to inventing their own aristocracy if they ever got their hands on anything valuable enough to divide unfairly. But what's the point of being Prince of all caves, holes, and gorges if you're only thrown as a boulder and your only crown is made of rat skulls? So I believe we're going to do... The beginning of the next episode will be all of the dialogue under Tell Me About Your People. But I don't want this one to go on too long. The last two episodes have gone quite a bit over. So we'll call this one here. Thank you so much for watching with me. If you liked what you saw, please feel free to subscribe to the channel and click the like button on the video. If you have anything to say, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.